Now let's go.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Isaiah, as always, and today we are going to be predicting week 5 of the 2022-2023 NFL season. I got it right this time. Anyway, let's get into it. Starting off on Thursday Night Football, we got the Broncos and the Colts. I'm going to take the Broncos, but not in a convincing fashion. 23-17. I don't like either of these teams. Both teams have been big disappointments. The Colts are not going to have Jonathan Taylor. The Broncos did just lose Javonte Williams, but I like Russell Wilson more than Matt Ryan. And I trust the Broncos defense more than the Colts. Up next, we got my Dolphins facing the New York Jets. Tua won't be playing, but I don't care. I'm still going to take the Dolphins in a 27-17 ball game. I think the Jets will put up a fight until like late in the third quarter, but I think we're going to pull away with it in another Dolphins win. Up next, we got the Bills and the Steelers. I'm gonna take the Bills. I think they're gonna take a convincing W. Give me 34-18. And that's a fair score. I think the Bills are still a top 3 team in the league, and I don't think Pittsburgh's that good. They're coming off an L to the Jets. Next, we got a divisional rivalry between the Jags and the Texans. The Jags could not beat the Texans last season, but I think this year they do. This year they do in a 27-13 game. Jags win. Yeah, I think the Texans are probably the worst team in the league, so yeah. I'm actually got the Chargers and the Browns. Very interesting game between these two teams. The Chargers have looked so like a fraudulent team so far this year, but I think I still am gonna take them. I think Cleveland's gonna keep it close though with a stout run game. Give it 24-30. Chargers win. But this game could be on the upset alert. Up next, we got the Bengals going into Baltimore to take on the Lamar Jackson-led Baltimore Ravens. It's going to be another really interesting game. But I think the Ravens, they're going to bounce back after choking. They're going to win 30-27 in a close game with their divisional rivals. Coming up next, we have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm going to take the Chiefs. The Chiefs last year were very good against the Raiders, and I don't think that changed this year. I think the Chiefs look like a much better team, and the Raiders have been so disappointing. Josh McDaniels has not looked like a good coach. So, yeah. Up next, we got the Detroit Lions going into New England. I'm going to take the Lions. They've had one of the most efficient offenses in the league, and I don't think that Bailey Zappi-led team is going to be able to keep up with that Detroit offense. So, yeah, I think Lions take their second win of the year. Up next, we got the Washington Commanders taking on the Tennessee Titans. This game is going to be a really interesting game, but I think I'm going to take Tennessee in a close 24-20 game. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think Derrick Henry will do enough to drain out the clock. I think Carson Wentz will make a mistake or two, and that's going to be the turning point of the game. Tennessee takes their second straight win. Up next, we have the New York Giants taking on the Packers in London. I'm going to take the Packers. I don't think they're going to score a lot, but it's going to be more than what this Giants team can put up on them. I'm going to say 24-9. 24-9, Packers win. Giants lose their second game in 3 weeks. I think that's pretty fair. Next, we got the Chicago Bears going into Minnesota. I don't care about records. These two teams are on completely different tiers. I'll take the Vikings in kind of a blowout, 35-20. No, why am I even giving the Bears 20? No, you know what? No, I'll give them 15. 35-15, 20-point win for the Minnesota Vikings. Up next, we have the Saints and the Seahawks. This game is going to be a really interesting game. New Orleans, I would feel like this is a must-win game for them because starting off 1-4 is not a good start. The Seahawks have been a bit of a surprise, having a winning record coming into this game. They could go above 500, but I don't think they will. I think the Saints defense will hold in a close game. Give me 20-17. Next, we got the Tom Brady Buccaneers heading into Atlanta. The Bucks had their best offensive week last week, but their worst defensive week. Winner of this game takes first in the NFC South, and I think the Buccaneers will win this game pretty handedly. I think this game Bucks will win this game pretty convincingly, 30-13. Up next, we got the San Francisco 49ers heading into Carolina. Carolina has not looked good this year, and the Niners are really looking like they're starting to step it up. I'm gonna give it to the San Francisco 49ers to come up with this win. I'm not a huge fan of their offense, but the defense has been just fantastic. 23-10. Up next, we got the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Cooper Rush is undefeated heading into this game, but I think that streak ends. I think the Rams take a win in a close game. Actually no, in a close defensive game. Give me a 19-17 game. I think the Dallas defense will keep it close, but at the end of the day, I don't know how much I could trust the Dallas defense. And now with that game out the way, Philly does have a chance to pull away with a good lead in the division, and I think they will. I think the Eagles beat the Arizona Cardinals and continue to look like the best team in the league. You know what? 40-23. 40-23. I think the Eagles will drop a lot of points and put up the most points out of any team. All right, so those are the week 5 predictions. Dolphins still hold the 1 seed. Don't know how long that's gonna last for, but I'm happy with that. And as of now, the team with the worst record still remains the Texans. Still going to be searching for their first win of the year. So yeah, I hope you guys like, subscribe, and the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.